Hello there, welcome to Swinging Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews, and this time, yes, it is actually a review. Last one was just me bragging about my Instagram channel. So today's topic of choice is Deuchars IPA. I've already cracked the top open. I think I have reviewed this before. I can't. I've not reviewed this before. I'm wondering if I put it up on my channel, on my Instagram. Plug in my Instagram again then. No, anyway, but this is by the Caledonian Brewery in Scotland, just outside Edinburgh, I believe, on the Caledonian Canal area, somewhere around there. Anyway, let's see how she pours. Need some music while I'm pouring, don't I? Some elevator music. There we go. So, let the head simmer down a little bit. I remember this beer being probably one of the first real ales I drunk on cask. When I remember going to Derby University, I remember leaving Derby and thinking, oh, I remember getting my job. I didn't have a job then. When I was a student and I got a place at Derby University, I remember leaving Derby, and I remember thinking, oh, and I think I was my girlfriend that I did at the time. I thought, oh, should we go into that pub there? That looks interesting. And we had a pint of this. And I'll always remember that. I don't know why, it sticks in my mind. I remember thinking, oh yeah, it's nice. So, very typical of this brewery. It's got a nice freshness. It's got a nice lemon zest. It's almost got like a lemon shandy smell to it. It's got those lovely that sort of earthy bitterness to it. Carbonation, relatively big bubbles. It's just put me off a little bit, but that's okay. That's alright. It's quite gentle actually. It's quite gentle. The head's just off white. It's almost like got a slightly what would you call that? Your sort of yellow browny head, maybe. Off. It's not it's a bit more than off white, that for me. Yeah, you're getting that real sort of earthy, zesty, lemony lime sort of smell to it, and you're getting like the malts coming through as well. And they've all got a certain signature, the Caledonian beers. All very nice though. Right, cheers, in I go. Well, I need a little tick sheet, don't I, in one corner going ting on all the things. It's tasty, ting, it's sweet, ting, it's bitter, ting. I think it's very it's very sessionable. Ding. The mouth feels nice. It's not thin, not particularly thin anyway. £1.25 this cost, of 500ml by the way. So that's my hand at my trusty Shafton dealers in Barnsley. The smell's a little bit metallic. That could be because of the head. So the head sometimes gives off a bit of metallic smell. Trying to swish past that a little bit. Swishing with my right hand's not my biggest skill. Yeah, so more of those lemon and lime skin, almost like the peel zest coming through. Slightly sweet, slightly malty. It reminds me. It's very similar to the Lightfoot Pale Ale that I would drunk. It's got that similar sort of hops, whatever hop and malt combination they're using. They must be using a similar sort of thing in that Theakston's beer that I tried. The Theakston's Lightfoot, very similar to that beer. I would say the Theakston's has got a slightly different character because of the strain of yeast that they use, possibly. Excuse me. This is very nice, or very sessionable. It calls itself an Indian Pale Ale. And I suppose it is an Indian Pale Ale. It's a very traditional... I don't want to say subdued. Subdued sounds a little bit sort of like patronising or something. It's not subdued, not patronising, but a little bit sort of like weak or inferior maybe. It's very pleasant and it's easy to drink. It's got a slight bittering and dryness, that makes you want to keep drinking it. It's very well rounded. It's nothing special. It's very traditional tasting. It's like how I remember real ales tasting, sort of a decade, 2 decades ago now. God. Indian Pale Ales. It says here on the back, India Pale Ales using local mineral-rich water and the world's best brewing barley. Have been brewed over 170 years in Edinburgh, a city renowned as one of the foremost brewing centres in the world. Didn't know that. Brewer Robert Deuchars, I think that's how you spell it. Deuchars, I think it's Deuchars, I don't know. Was highly skilled in making use of Edinburgh's celebrated charmed circle of brewery wells and employed. There's a smudge on glass. And employed late and dry hopping to enhance a variety of pale ales for the citizens of Edinburgh and beyond. Caledonian Brewery brought this enterprise back to life with this distinctive, refreshing golden beer. It's refreshing, distinctive. I'm not so sure. There's a lot like this now. I suppose at one time it would have been. If you see this for £1.25 or £1.50 a bottle in Tesco's, and you like your real ales and you like your sort of traditional IPAs, got something that's got a nice lemon zest to it. It has got the citrusiness builds and builds as the drink goes down, actually, and it's nice. So, £1.25. I'm going to give this a decent 7.7 out of 10. That's a 7.7 out of 10. I think that's fair enough. 4.4% vol, 500 mils. Yeah, I've compared it to Theakston Lightfoot, and I think I give that slightly higher. Maybe I found that I preferred the maltiness to that on the backbone, but there's not much in it, to be fair. If I did a blind taste test, I'm not entirely convinced I'd be able to tell the difference between those two beers. But there we go. I'm inexperienced. I'm just a wannabe at the end of the day. So, nice seeing you. Did I tell you I'm on Instagram? So, add me on Facebook, add me on Instagram, follow me on, add, whatever you call it. Subscribe, please add a comment, and I'll see you on the next review.